Minneapolis High School basketball here on 910KNA.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 8 as the Minneapolis Lions getting ready to take on the Southeast of Saline Trojans in a league matchup here at Southeast of Saline. The girls come up short tonight, 60-56. And a little bit of history here on the boys' side, Dale.
Oh, yeah, sure. It's the 73rd game in the series. Minneapolis leads this series, the boys' side, 41-32. However, Southeast of Saline currently has a 5-game winning streak against the Lions after Minneapolis had a record-breaking 12-game streak against Southeast for a number of years. Minneapolis is 2-3 on the season overall, 0-2 in the league. Southeast is the same, 2-3 overall with 0-1 in the league. Common opponents this year, Southeast lost to Sacred Heart by 29. Minneapolis lost to Sacred Heart by 11. And they lost to Sterling in the tournament by 5. Minneapolis lost to them by 2. They're not the same Southeast team as we've seen the past few years, thank goodness. But this is our first test this year, so we'll see how we do.
As the Minneapolis Lions getting ready to come into battle here, as they did lose some of their big guns, didn't they?
Oh, quite a few.
So Minneapolis will be without Charlie Lynn tonight. Charlie Lynn tore a tendon. I'm not sure which tendon it was, but tore a tendon and is out, you thought, at least 4 weeks?
Yeah, tendon that's right beside the Achilles tendon in the back of the ankle, attaches the lower heel to the ankle. There's a tendon alongside, the way I'm told, the Achilles tendon. It wasn't it, but it's partially separated. And I don't know if they actually did surgery on it or if it's to repair itself. He's got a pretty good sized boot on it, and he's on crutches, so he's out. And I think I heard 3 to 4 weeks, but I guess that will depend on how it heals.
Yeah. Minneapolis in their traveling red uniforms tonight, and the Southeast Saline Trojans in their home white. So as we get about a couple minutes away from the tip-off tonight's game, and the Lions had their last 2 league games have been against, I would say, probably the league favorites in Sacred Heart and Republic County. Republic County being the favorite, Sacred Heart probably on their doorsteps. But this is a matchup that I like our chances. We come out, we play hard, we play intensity, and we hit some of our buckets. It should be a W.
Yes, even though we're on the opposing team's court, this is a traveling game for us. We're visiting. But I really feel that Minneapolis is the better ball club here. I saw Southeast play in the blue and gold. And I think, like Coach Shoemaker always says, you hit your shots, especially the outside shots beyond the arc. And I think Minneapolis has a good chance to win this game here tonight.
I'm thinking that Southeast of Saline lost to Bennington.
Yes, they did.
Yeah. So So that's what I was thinking.
I forgot about that one.
So that's a like opponent because we played Bennington as well. So now I think Bennington has improved since we played them the first time as well. They seem to get a lot better. So it looks like we're going to have the national anthem. So we will go ahead and listen with the national anthem to the Southeast Saline High School Pep Band.
Nice job of the Southeast Saline High School pep band, augmented by several alumni players. Looks like.
Did a nice job with that.
Starting lineup's getting ready to go for the Southeast Saline Trojans and the Minneapolis Lions as we get ready to run down the starting lineups here. But the Minneapolis Lions start out with number 3, Casey Argambright for Southeast Saline Trojans. Number 11, Kellen Walmitchell, a 5'6" junior. Grayson George for the Minneapolis Lions. Grayson is a 6'1" sophomore. Southeast Saline also number 15, Caleb Lawrence, a 6'2" junior for the Trojans. For Minneapolis, number 23, Logan Weedle, 5'11" junior. And Jordan Wyatt, number 24, a 5'10" sophomore for the Trojans. Dylan Crossan for Minneapolis, number 33, a 6'2" sophomore. And number 25, Joel Prater, a 6'2" senior for the Southeast Saline Trojans. And for Minneapolis, number 34, Keegan McCulloch, a 6'3" junior. And for the Trojans, number 33, another senior, Greg Peterson, a 6'2" senior. So Southeast Saline Trojans start out with I lost track here.
Peterson, the senior leader on this Southeast club, will do quite a bit of the scoring for Southeast. 6'2" and a senior, and can shoot the ball anywhere on the floor.
The Trojans have 2 juniors, a sophomore, and 2 seniors on the floor. Minneapolis, of course, with their 4 sophomores, is that right? 2 juniors and 3 sophomores starting for the Minneapolis Lions. So, Lions in their home, in their traveling reds. Southeast Saline Trojans in their home white. We're in a loud crowd tonight, so we're excited. We're ready to be. I can remember coming here and being a hostile environment a couple times. So
not a place to even breathe in here. It's a pack.
So we will get going.
Moving left to right here. Grayson George to jump. Center.
Another poor ball toss by the officials, same officials that we had in the girls' game. Southeast Saline with the ball. Ball on the outside, kicks on the outside, shot just off the mark. And it's going to be, whoa. We got the ball, needless to say. Rebound goes to Dylan Crossan. Casey Argambright with the ball, backward to Grayson George for 3. Off the mark, and rebounded by the Southeast Saline Trojans, number 33. Number 33, which is Peterson with the ball. Kicks it back on the outside to Wyatt. Wyatt guarded by Casey Argambright. Tries a lane, and he's going to be fouled by Grayson George. Grayson didn't quite have his feet set. Slid into him just a little bit. And so Jordan Wyatt, a sophomore, and he played quite a bit as a freshman last year, if I remember right.
Yes.
So 5'10" sophomore at the line to shoot 2. First shot is up and good. Second one coming for Wyatt. 1-0, Trojans on top. Another one coming. Shot is up, and it is good as well. Trojans on top, 2-0 here early in the first quarter. Argambright with the ball. Kicks over to Grayson George. Grayson George swings it back to Casey Argambright. Argambright looks down low. Will swing to the right-hand side with his dribble. Kicks it back over to Logan Weedle. Logan Weedle back to Grayson George. Grayson back to Casey. Casey drives lane, kicks it over to Keegan. Back to Logan for a deep 3. Off the mark and rebounded by number 15, Caleb Lawrence. And going to have a foul on Minneapolis.
Reach-in foul on Keegan McCulloch, his first.
Right now,
good spot for a foul clear in the backcourt.
Southeast Saline spreading the defense way wide right now on the defensive side.
A 1-2-2 trapping zone defense. They're not man-to-man up. They're zoning, and they're spreading it.
Ball goes to Lawrence. Lawrence back to Walmitchell. Walmitchell drives off the mark, rebounded by Keegan McCulloch. Keegan gets it in the hands of Casey Argambright. Argambright will bring it down, bring it over to Grayson George. Grayson goes up and he'll be fouled down the floor. And
oh my!
they called it on the floor. Caleb Lawrence with his first personal foul. And first team foul. 2-0. Trojans on top. Keegan McCulloch with the ball. Back to Grayson George. Deep three. It's off the mark and rebounded by number 33, Peterson. Peterson brings it down. And guarded by Keegan McCulloch. Peterson at the top of the key. Kicks it over on the outside to Wyatt. Wyatt guarding back. Kicks it over to Rosner. Rosner back to Peterson. A deep three. And it's off the mark, but rebounded by Woolmitchell. Woolmitchell back over on the outside to Lawrence. Lawrence kicks it down to Wyatt on the floor. So
foul called on the floor as Wyatt goes to the rack. Been pretty active so far.
Second personal foul by McCulloch. 2 early fouls by Keegan, and he will sit down as checking in will be number 25, Tyrell Owens. Nice inlet pass, and it's off the mark, rebounded by Grayson George. Lawrence misses from point blank. Grayson with the rebound, back to Owens. Owens double teamed at the top, and he will be fouled. And not sure who it's on, but
Woolmitchell.
Yep, yes.
I think it's close. Got a funny last name, Woolmitchell, I think.
Yeah, I want to call Woolmitchell, but that's not it, so maybe not be. Casey Argenbright inbound, gets it back to Grayson George. Grayson on the outside. And Grayson guarded tightly there, gets it to Casey Argenbright. Argenbright looks down low, has nothing. A lot of shoving going on down low between Dylan Crossan. Wow. Mugged down there by number 25, Joel Prater.
Anyone to know.
And now he's saying, yeah.
Gosh.
That's, Prater picks up his first personal foul, and he was complaining about that all the way. And ball will go off of number 15, Lawrence. Stay with Minneapolis.
Pretty good matchup there with Dylan Crossan and Lawrence.
Logan Weedle inbounds. Logan gets it to Tyrell Owens. Owens back to Grayson George. Grayson looked at a three, goes back to Logan. Logan gets it, oh wow. Tries to get it to Tyrell off of his chest. Picked up by Peterson. Peterson brings it down back to the right-hand side. And a block is going to be called on Grayson George.
Again.
And just like that, Grayson's got 2 fouls, and Keegan McCulloch's got 2 fouls. 4th team foul. Ball will be inbounds by the Trojans. It's back into Wyatt. There you go. Nice call. Nice job, Casey Argenbright, as Wyatt pushes Argenbright to the floor, and we get the charge, and we'll go the other direction. Casey Argenbright did a great job of sticking in there. As coming in for the Minneapolis Lions will be number 30, Jake Eckert. Eckert coming in for Grayson. As Grayson with 2 fouls. It is definitely going to be a miss not having Charlie Lynn in there. Charlie Lynn gave us some really good minutes and a really tough body. Casey Argenbright on the outside, back to Logan Weedle. Logan back to Casey. Casey.
Southeast switching up defenses there, back to the zone. Minneapolis, I think, recognizes it, and the pass is tipped away. And Woolmitchell picks it up.
Lions yet to score here. Ball on the outside, off the mark, and should be off the back, but 1-5, yes. And that is going to be on Lawrence. Yeah, so it's red ball. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
that's right, boys. So Minneapolis ball as Lawrence picks up his 2nd personal foul. So checking in, no, he's still on the floor. So he
soon to leave.
Minneapolis with the ball. Casey Argenbright gets it backward to Owens. Owens looks it down low to Eckert. Goes back to Logan Weedle. Logan takes a 3. In and out. Nice rebound by Tyrell Owens. Oh, my goodness. Wow. I thought Tyrell had that, and they said it went out of bounds off of Tyrell. Cole Williams, a 6-foot senior, checks in for Caleb Lawrence for the Trojans. Grayson George checks back in for Jake Eckert. Minneapolis cold from the outside. They started out cold the other night as well.
2 3 balls rattled in and out by Weedle. They were close.
Ball goes down low. Nice drive there. Rebound by Logan Weedle as Wyatt misses the outside layup. Swings it over to Casey. Casey tries. Dylan Crossan with the rebound. Dylan misses from point blank, and he's fouled. Nice job by Dylan Crossan as he will go to the line to shoot 2. As Minneapolis will have a shot here to try to get on the board for the first time tonight, trailing 4-0 right now with the 4:06 mark. Not a lot of offense so far.
They gave that foul to Prater. Prater's second.
And Dylan misses the front end of the 2-shot foul. He'll have another one here.
Dylan, a 65% free throw shooter, does a pretty good job from the free throw line. Second throw on its way. Good.
Good. We got the saran wrap off the rim, so we can score now. 4-1, Trojans on top. Wyatt with the ball, guarded by Tyrell Owens. Kicks it back on the outside. Deep 3 by Peterson, and he rattles it in. Peterson hits a 3 ball. And Peterson, a 6'2" senior, has some range from the outside. Casey Argenbright with the ball. Gets it into Logan Weedle. Logan's going to stop and take a 3, and he drains it. Nice job by Logan Weedle as he hits a 3. As he thought about driving in and saw he had nobody on him, so he wisely just stops and drops the 3.
Boy, an open look from there, and Weedle cans it.
Nice for Weedle because he had nothing the other night against Republic County, and it was nice to get on the scoreboard there. Right there, ball is off the mark, rebounded by Casey Argenbright. Going to be fouled by number 34, Cole Williams, as Williams gets the foul, and it will go the other direction. 1-1 already. Wow. So Casey Argenbright
over the limit, and Minneapolis is 1-1 from here on out in the first half. Casey Argenbright will be at the free throw line here for 1-1.
First shot is up and in and out. That was just as down. So, wow, nice pass down low by the Trojans as they throw it down low to Zach Downey, a senior. Couldn't finish it, couldn't put it down, but he will be fouled and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. Foul will be on number 3, Casey Argenbright, with his first personal foul. Checking in for the Trojans. He hasn't checked in yet, so I won't give it to him yet. So first shot is up and no good. Checking in will be number 10, Garrett Sager, a 5'8" junior, checking in for the Trojans. Second shot is up and good by Downey. Minneapolis will bring it down. 3:11 left to go in the first quarter. 8-4, Trojans on top. Casey Argenbright with the ball. Gives it over to Logan Weedle. Logan got some debris on the floor or something. So Minneapolis will inbounds. Now we got the official cleaning up the floor for the janitors. Awfully nice of him. Minneapolis to inbounds. Gets it into Grayson George. Back to Casey Argenbright. 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Casey with the ball on the left side. Gets back to Logan Weedle. Logan picks up his dribble, goes inside to Dylan. Dylan in the lane, shot up and good. Nice job by Dylan Crossan as he works his way in.
Great position right in the paint, and he's got a nice turnaround shot with the defense on his hip.
Nice job by Casey Argenbright to hold his ground down there as he drives the lane. They get the rebound, they'll come back the other direction. 8-6, Minneapolis trails by 2. Oh, not a good pass. And no good, in and out. Rebound is good by number 34, Cole Williams, as he misses the easy one and then fights a little harder and gets the second one to fall. 10-6, Trojans on top, 2:12 left to go in the first quarter. Argenbright with the ball on the left-hand side. Picks up his dribble, goes back to Logan Weedle at the top of the key. Swings it down to Grayson George for 3. In and out, rebounded by by Downey. Downey kicks on the outside to Peterson. Peterson will come down, goes behind his back, picks up his dribble, goes back to Downey. Downey guarded by Grayson George. Kicks over to Sager for three. Off the mark and gets it in the hands of Tyrell Owens. Owens stood his ground down there and got the rebound. Back to Tyrell.
Bad pass.
Another bad pass by the Lions. And just like that, the Trojans have a little run going on as Kellen Woolmitchell, I still don't know how that's pronounced. So
I thought it was Wamichel, but I might be wrong. I thought that's what he said when they introduced him. Anyway.
12-6, Trojans on top. We're going to take a break.
The State Bank of Delphus and the Ottawa County Bank in Minneapolis are locally owned community banks which offers traditional accounts such as checking, savings, certificates of deposit, IRAs, loans, and online banking. But most important, they're committed to making your banking experience as easy and as personal as possible. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
D&M Body Shop can repair any make or model of vehicle and make it look like new. They transform that ugly, messed up vehicle to its like-new condition. You'll be saying, wow, what a job. D&M Body Shop, Minneapolis, the very best.
Welcome back to Southeast Saline High School. Lions trail by 6, 12-6. And with 1:26 left to go, a lot of sixes there.
7 team fouls here on Southeast already. 2 of their starters have 2 fouls apiece, with Prater and Lawrence with 2 personal fouls. So
Minneapolis kind of in the same boat, though. Keegan McCulloch with 2 has been on the bench for most of the first quarter, and Grayson George with 2 fouls. A lot of bad passes, lazy passes, I'd call it, for the Lions. Minneapolis with the ball. Casey Argenbright looks down low to Dillon. Another pass, tried to get it in, and the Trojans did a great job of defending it. And another timeout called by Minneapolis as they're not happy about what's going on here. So right now we'll take another break here, 14-6, as Peterson got the layup in the bucket, and we will be back here in just a minute.
You're searching for the right insurance to fit your needs? Look no further. American Family Insurance has been providing security and peace of mind for more than 80 years because they want to protect what matters most. Call Scott Osherman in Minneapolis, your American Family Insurance agent.
Minneapolis is a dynamic and growing community. The Minneapolis Chamber of Commerce support of the Minneapolis High School Lions sports programming is just a small part of what they do. Be a chamber member. Come for a visit and stay for a lifetime.
Welcome back to Southeast Saline High School. I'm laughing at Coach Shoup's daughter, and I can't think of his sister's name.
We're just watching the best women's basketball player Minneapolis ever had.
I can't
wrestle
think
with her nieces.
well, one's her daughter.
Krista, isn't it?
One's her daughter.
Isn't it Krista Shoup?
yeah, Krista Shoup.
Krista, yeah. No, it's no longer Shoup, and I just couldn't think of it right there. It was pretty funny to watch the girls run up the stairs, and as Maggie and her cousin. Back to Logan Wheatle with the ball. Kicks it down low to Keegan. Nice pass to Grayson. Up and good. Nice pass.
Roll.
As Grayson gets a nice bucket there, but great pass by Keegan McCulloch.
Yes. Keegan found the cutter, and George all the way to the basket with a nice finger roll.
Ball goes on the outside. Kicks it back to number 21, Peterson, and drops the bucket. Minneapolis back with the ball, 22 seconds left, goes into Dylan Crossan. Dylan gets his man up in the air, and he gets the bucket, but it's no good, and he'll be at the line to shoot a one. Should be a 1-and-1.
Yes.
So Dylan Crossan will go back to the line here. So Peterson, a freshman, a 5'2" freshman, assuming that's a brother of Greg Peterson. So Dylan Crossan at the line.
They do look alike, and I think you're right.
Shot is up and off the mark, and rebounded by number 34, Cole Williams. Williams gets it over to Peterson. Peterson kicks it back to Wyatt. Wyatt off the mark. Grayson George goes up in the air and grabs a nice rebound. 5 seconds left. Gonna have to get it off, Grayson. Logan Wheatle for 3. Nope, can't get it to fall. Wow. Had an opportunity right there to cut the deficit to, would have been to 5, but instead we go at the end of the first quarter, trail by 8, 16-8. So Minneapolis trails 16-8. We're going to take a break. You're listening to 910canada.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 8.
Since 1887, the Bennington State Bank has been your trusted hometown bank. For over 100 years, they've been interested in helping people achieve their financial goals. Let them help you. The Bennington State Bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
City Pharmacy has brought you quality professional pharmaceuticals since 1963. Joe and Amber Wool will help you with your medications, durable medical equipment, cosmetics, gifts, and greeting cards. Your hometown pharmacy, City Pharmacy, downtown Minneapolis.
Bennett Autoplex supports the Minneapolis Lions. At Bennett Autoplex, you'll find a small-town family atmosphere with great prices on new and used cars. New vehicles including Chevrolet, Pontiacs, GMC, Buicks, and Jeep. Serving the customer since 1957. Bennett Autoplex, Minneapolis, Saline.
Welcome back to Southeast Saline High School to start the second quarter, and not a very good shooting quarter for us.
Kind of cold shooting for the Fighting Lions, Minneapolis, to play it in. Possession arrow to Minneapolis to start the third quarter. Argenbright got that bandage on his arm. I haven't heard, you have a big cut there or something?
Not sure. Logan Weedle with the ball, kicks it over to Grayson George on the wing, back into Keegan McCulloch. Keegan gets his man up in the air. Nice shot.
McCulloch with the head fake, got the defense up in the air and then just jumped up over the top and laid her in.
Peterson with the ball, back on the outside to Downey. Downey swings it back over to Peterson. Peterson goes into Downey. Downey back on the outside to Wyatt. Wyatt drives the lane, takes a little runner in the lane, gets it to drop. Minneapolis with the ball, comes the other direction. Logan Weedle with the ball. Back to Keegan McCulloch. Keegan goes down low to Dillon. Dillon gets his man in the air, blocked from behind by Peterson. And
good defense there on the back. Help defense by the older Peterson there.
Southeast Saline, the Lions will inbound the ball. And they throw it into the hands of the Trojans. So silly turnovers right now killing us as, wow. Number 22, Downey, comes in from behind and gets a big rebound and the putback. As the Trojans start out where they left off. Three-pointer by Grayson George, though, cuts it back. Nice job by Grayson as he gets his first three-pointer of the night.
Got a nice stroke from beyond the arc, doesn't he?
Well, put 2 on the board.
And a travel at the top of the key. So
is this foot on the line?
There they got it corrected.
Yeah.
So, well, hey, we're at Southeast Saline. Minneapolis with the ball after the turnover. 7-point deficit here, 20-13. Casey Argenbright with the ball. Casey will bring it down. Gets it back to Logan Weedle. Back to Casey. Casey goes over to Grayson for 3. And it's off the mark. And a long rebound out to Peterson. Peterson brings it back down. A little runner in the lane. Rebounded by.
Oh, boy, that was quick.
Wow. Keegan McCulloch and Grayson George both go up for it. And the ball goes off of the baseline and goes out of bounds again, off of Minneapolis.
Nothing but red jerseys there for the rebound, but just happened to tip onto the baseline.
Ball goes into the hands of number 11, Lo Mitchell. Oh, wow, air ball on that one. And that was going to go to the backcourt, and that should be over and back, and it is.
Good call.
Coming in for the Minneapolis Lions, number 13, Andrew. Was that Alex? I thought that's Andrew Yoxel. Yeah, Andrew Yoxel. So somebody wrote in my book Alex Yoxel, so it threw me on that one.
Did I do that?
I was going to say, no, wait a minute. I could have swore Alex is like a 7th grader and 8th grader. So Minneapolis with the ball. Grayson George on the outside. Back to Casey Argenbright. Goes into Keegan McCulloch. Keegan, little runner in the lane. Off the mark. And rebounded by the Trojans. Southeast Saline brings it down the outside. Peterson with the ball. Back over on the outside to the younger Peterson. Drives the lane. Little runner in the lane. Nice shot. So older brother goes to younger brother, I'm assuming. And Casey Argenbright brings it back to Keegan. Keegan shot in the lane. Up and good. Nice job by Keegan McCulloch. After the pass by
Argenbright breaks down the defense and leaves Keegan all alone for a little 10-footer. Uh-oh.
Ball in the lane and good by number 34. So Cole Williams, Southeast of Saline, all of a sudden starting to hit some bunnies down low. Minneapolis struggling a little bit more. Grayson George kicks it back over to Casey for 3. And it's off the mark. And rebounded by Yoxel. Yoxel puts it up, no good. Gets his own rebound, though, and he's hammered. Nice job by Andrew Yoxel as he fights for that one, and he'll go to the line.
I think the foul's on the older Peterson.
Andrew Yoxel, they list him at 5'11". Did a nice job of going in for the rebound there.
First personal foul on the younger Peterson. Yoxel will shoot 2.
Shot is up and good.
Nice stroke.
Coming in is quite a few players for the Trojans. We'll just name it as we call them, but Yoxel at the line for a second free throw. Shot is up and it is good. Yoxel hits them both. Ball goes down low, nice pass.
Right through the wickets.
Goes back on the outside, 3-point shot is off the mark and rebounded by Sager. Gets it in the hands of Casey Argenbright with the steal. Casey will bring it down, has numbers. A little shot in the lane, gets to the ball. Nice job by Casey as took advantage of that one and came all the way down. 24-19, 5-point deficit. Shot in the lane, no good, rebounded by, oh
what a block by George.
And the bucket as Sager gets fouled and the foul. I'm not sure who it's on, but call it good. And Casey's going to have his second personal foul. So Sager at the line to shoot 1. Try to make it a 3-point play. Shot is up, and it is no good. Rebounded by Grayson George, and I'll tell you, they are very quick with their hands, Southeast of Saline. And they've a couple times caught us off guard after we've gotten the rebound.
Almost picked George's pocket there. Grayson quick enough to recover. Baseline drive.
And it's on the floor, but Grayson will go to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. It should be 2 because it's that's their 10th team foul.
Yes,
so
they're over the limit.
They're over the limit. So foul is number 22, and that is his second personal foul. Zach Downey at the line will be Grayson George. Shot is up, in and out. Grayson has kind of struggled from the line this year. He was just dead on last year.
Yeah, that's kind of odd because I thought he was our best free throw shooter last year.
Ooh, that could have been a technical foul. Grayson does hit the second one. Interesting, no call on that, but the Trojans had a sixth player halfway on the floor. So, not sure what happened on that one, but they're running with it. 26-20, Trojans on top. 4 minutes left to go here in the first half. Minneapolis picks up press. Ball goes over to Peterson. Peterson back over to Womitchell. Womitchell back to Wyatt. Back to Peterson for 3. Oh, wow. Big arch, and he drains it from way beyond the arc as he hits a 3-pointer there. Minneapolis with the ball. Back to Tyrell Owens. Owens, and it's stolen, and it comes back the other direction, and up and good by Sager. And there's going to be a technical foul or timeout?
Timeout. 30-second timeout by Coach Shoup. And we'll take one, too.
31-20. Trojans on top just like that.
Scott Studio at Minneapolis does all types of signs, from vehicle graphics, banners, racing, full-color decals, retail signs, and much more. If you need a sign, here's your sign. Scott Studio, where quality is promised and the price is always right.
We'll do so good, and then we'll just...
Your Minneapolis Hometown Hardware is always there when you need an appliance, paint, tools. Well, truthfully, the list just goes on and on and on. So the next time you need something, almost anything, go to Hometown Hardware, Minneapolis. They've probably got it.
At Robertson Monuments, they believe that community is everything. Minneapolis is a great town to live in, and Robertson Monument is happy to be a part of the community. Robertson Monument, a Minneapolis Lions sports booster. Try to make as many games as you can.
Welcome back to Southeast Saline High School, as on the floor for the Lions is Grayson George, Tyrone Owens, Logan Weedle, Dylan Crossan, and Keegan McCulloch. And tipped out of bounds off the hands of Southeast Saline. It'll stay with Minneapolis as Casey Argenbright checks in for Tyrell.
Southeast still in that 1-2-2, trapping zone defense.
Casey with the ball. Casey will bring it down. Gets over to Grayson George. Grayson looks at a three, goes back inside to Keegan. Three-point shot by Grayson.
Grayson
Nice
George.
job.
Bounce down another three ball. He's zeroed in on the three-point line. He's hit two of them tonight.
And a three-point shot on the outside. Oh, another air ball by Trojans. And a kick, and how is that not a kick?
It's not a kick if you're on offense.
Trojans as rebound by Logan Weedle. So if you kick it on, it's not a kick?
No.
I did not know that. So
They didn't have possession.
Argenbright with the ball, kicks it over to Grayson. Grayson looks at a three and goes into Keegan.
Nice
Keegan
inside out. George all the way to the basket. Just off the back of the heel of the rim. Just will not fall.
Yeah, foul is on the floor. I'm going to assume on
McCulloch, I believe.
Logan Weedle. Yeah, I thought Logan had him, so I'll say that at the line will be a 1-and-1 for Greg Peterson, 6'2" senior. First shot is up, and it is off the front, rebounded by Grayson George. Back on the outside to Casey Argenbright. Casey will bring it down, 31-23, 8-point lead for the Trojans. Casey takes a three, drains it. Nice job by Casey. As Casey's gotten a little bit more comfortable taking the three. It's been a nice job.
If you give him space, there's a third foul on Casey. You give him space. Oh no, he stepped out of bounds. Good deal.
Oh wow.
Casey thought he had his
third foul too. Casey is coming to the bench like, hey, I've got three.
Yeah,
come on,
he
coach.
was headed to the bench.
Minute 45, 31-26.
Then it was excellent defense over there.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. Logan Weedle on the outside. He takes a three, in and out, and it was rebounded by Peterson.
You know, if the boys just don't lose their cool, we're within 5. We're right, pretty good shape. We're as bad as we played. Oh my.
That should be a foul on number 34, yeah, as Casey gets leveled after he gets a rebound. So,
and we're shooting free throws, so.
And 2 free throws. So Casey will go to the line to shoot 2. Minute 24, 31-26. Lions have trying to claw back into this. They've gotten this close, and then they've let it go. They've gotten this close, and they've let it go.
2 free throws here would be big. It'd be down to a 1-possession ball game.
First shot is up, and it is no good. Been cold from the line tonight. As
just a little arch on that. He's got a nice stroke, and free throws are not as easy as one thinks.
No.
You think you'd be automatic after you shoot a couple hundred of them, but a little arch. That one rolls in. Yoxel and Tyrell Owens back in. George and McCulloch. Good job by Coach Shoup to get 2 of his starters out of harm's way. Have been playing with 2 fouls a lot here in the first half.
Only 50% for the Lions tonight. 31-27, Trojans inbounds the ball. They do get it into the hands of Wyatt. Wyatt will bring it down and pulls it back. Wyatt guarded by Owens. Charge, nice job, Dylan Crossan. Dylan Crossan did a great job of stepping into that one, and he did an excellent job. So Dylan Cross, a wonderful job. And Dylan just kind of came out of nowhere and just stood there. Nice
Prater,
job.
Lawrence, Peterson all have 2 fouls here, so.
Argenbright to set it up here. Tyra Owens back to Dylan Cross, and Dylan back to Yoxel from the free throw line. Off the mark and rebounded by Peterson.
That's a good shot by the freshman right there, and stepped right up to the free throw line. Coach will want him to take that shot in it every time.
Yeah, exactly. Dylan Crossan with the steal as he'll lay it in. Yes, nice job, Dylan Crossan, as he gets the steal and the bucket. 2-point ball game here with 36 seconds.
No fouls here, guys. We don't want to put them at the free throw line.
Nice. Tyrell Owens fronts him up pretty good there. Goes back on the outside to Peterson. Peterson swings it around, picks up his dribble, gets it over to his younger brother. And a timeout called, a 30-second timeout called with 18 seconds by Coach Jeff Vogt.
What is his name?
V-O-G-T. How do you pronounce that? Vogt? So we'll take a 30-second one with them, 31-29. 18 seconds left to go in the first half.
The Minneapolis Junior-Senior High School Lionbackers are proud to continue their long-term support of the broadcast of these Lion games. Join us as we support student activities and the teachers of Minneapolis Junior and Senior High School. Go Lions! We're with you all the way.
Trust is a word that is very important in this day and age, especially when it comes to insurance. Since 1982, you've trusted the Davidson Agency in Delphus and Minneapolis to give you the best home, auto, farm, crop, life, and health insurance. Call Lyle Davidson at the Davidson Agency, your trusted choice.
Welcome back to Southeast Saline High School as the Trojans will have the ball. 18 seconds left. They get it in the hands of Wyatt. Wyatt guarded by Tyrell Owens. Owens does a good job. See if you can force him to pick up his dribble. Oh, they call a foul instead, and that will put him at the line. Not what you want right there. Jordan Wyatt, I'm assuming, a pretty salty free throw shooter. Tyrell Owens' first personal foul at the line will be number 24, Jordan Wyatt, as Grayson George and Keegan McCulloch will check back in.
Well, you know what assumptions get you.
Well, I'm hoping that I'm assuming right. So.
Well, they had a set play working for the Peterson, so maybe the 2 free throws are better than a 3 ball. So you just never know. This might have worked out okay, especially if he misses one of these.
Absolutely. It's a
especially
1-on-1.
The first one.
1-on-1 shot is up, and it is good. Second one coming for the sophomore. Second shot is on the way. And it is good as well. So drains them both. Ball goes into Casey Argenbright. 9 seconds left. Casey bring it down, has time to set it up here. And Casey drives all the way. Nice job by Casey all the way in the lane. Throws up a deep shot, no good. And nice job, 33-31. Minneapolis did a much better job in the second quarter.
Much better.
And they outscored the Trojans and did an excellent job in the second quarter, 33-31. At halftime, Minneapolis trails by 2. We will send it back to the station for a break, and then we'll be back with some stats.
Financial goals. Let them help you. The Bennington State Bank. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Welcome back to Southeast Saline High School. Dale Leach, Mike Perry, myself, Scott Oshman here as the Minneapolis Lions did a great job coming back in the second quarter. Outscored the Trojans and did a much better job in the second quarter, Mike.
Well, yeah, it started on the defensive end. They did a really good job creating a few turnovers, but on the other end, they finally got the ball in the hoop, and it got catchy, and George hit a couple of big threes from the outside. Argenbright, I thought, did a really good job breaking down the defense, got all the way to the basket a couple times for a couple layups, and you got to have that. You got to break down the defense the way he did. And we got some open looks, that inside out, passing to McCulloch, back to George. George with an open look, and we can get Weedle loose again for a time or two here in the second half, I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, I think you're right, is they outscore the Trojans by a score of 23-21. 23-17 in the second quarter. Did a much better job.
Scoring for Southeast, Greg Peterson, the senior leader, 6'2" senior with 8 points, 2 3-pointers from beyond the arc. Prater did not score. He's a starter, had foul trouble most of the first half. Younger Peterson ended up with 4 points. Walmachill, I believe, had 2. Sager had 4. Sager, I thought, come off the bench and played well for Southeast, kind of the sixth man in there. Lawrence played with foul trouble in the first half, did not score. Downey off the bench with a 3-pointer, ended up with, he just had a deuce and a free throw, had 3. Wyatt was the killer. He got to the free throw line, had 6 free throws and 8 points in the first half. Williams off the bench had 4, and that rounds out the scoring for Southeast.
Minneapolis going for the Lions, 9 points by Grayson George, had 2 3-pointers for the Lions there. Casey Argenbright had 8, followed up by 5 by Dylan Crossan, 4 by Keegan McCulloch, 3 by Logan Weedle, and 2 by Andrew Yoxel. But 50% from the free throw line for the Lions.
Well, I know Coach would like to see it about 60 or so, but 50 will not win you ball games. As a matter of fact, it'll probably lose you ball games. But getting to the free throw line, at least we're getting there and getting some free throws, and that's good. I really thought, as I mentioned earlier, Casey had a real good first half and kind of controlled the tempo there in the second quarter as he got himself all the way to the basket a couple times for some really nice layup. He's got very good hands, and he can hit a layup either hand and dish that thing back out. And George happened to be open a couple times and knocked down a 3.
Yeah, you got to think Keegan also set most of the first quarter. As a matter of fact, I think he was about probably 2 minutes into the first quarter. He got a second personal foul and set almost the entire rest of the first quarter, and then came back in and sparked him a little bit with some good passes.
Played rather well in the second quarter in foul trouble. So now we know they can do it. Play with foul trouble.
Casey Argenbright has 2 fouls. Grayson George has 2. Keegan McCulloch has 2. Owens and Weedle both with 1. So both teams have a couple players with 2 fouls. The Trojans actually have 4 players. Minneapolis has 3. So Lions will need to come out here in the second half and play with the intensity that they did in the second quarter.
Yes.
To come away with the victory.
You know, the difference between last year and this year, Grayson George, I think, has shot up an inch or so, but he plays a lot more physical than he did last year. He was pretty slight last year. I think he put on a good 15 pounds of muscle, too. His side is always up. Kid jumps center for you. He's got a good vertical. I think he's only going to get better. Step out there and take that outside 3-point shot, but he doesn't mind putting the ball on the floor and getting all the way to the basket.
Yeah, I think you're right. You know, I also wonder, we saw Kyler Macy a little bit last year with varsity, not a lot, but do you think the injury still, spleen has something to do?
Yeah, I don't think he's 100% yet, and physical, he's just not as strong as what he was like in football season before the injury, and I think you're right, he just hasn't quite gotten all the way back, but I think we'll see that probably next year. I don't think that was a terrible accident. The injury. And
he could have even missed basketball because probably should, a lot of kids would have missed basketball. He was a tough kid.
And I'd heard he was going to miss basketball, so I just don't think he's 100% yet.
About a minute left before the start of the second half, and the Lions, like I said, will come out and hopefully see the intensity that we saw in the second quarter to start this second half. Minneapolis trails by 2, 33-31, as we get ready for the start of the second half, and Minneapolis will try to get a victory on the road.
I've been impressed all year long with the inside play of Dylan Crossan, and he suits up, plays linebacker on the football team. I look back a year ago when he played basketball. I didn't think he was that physical a kid, and he's only gotten a lot better. He put on some weight and plays really good with his back to the basket in the paint. He's got some good buckets in close. Got good hands, good feet. And he had that steal all the way in for the layup. So he's got a good basketball mind, and he's only going to get better.
Oh, yeah. This is a young team. You got to figure no seniors on this team. You got to figure that they're only going to get better. So as right now the Trojans will have the ball to start the second half, and Wyatt will inbound the ball into the hands of Womitchell. Womitchell back to Wyatt. Wyatt kicks it on the outside down to Lawrence. Lawrence swings over to Peterson, a deep three. Wow. Rattles that one in from way beyond the three-point line, and a big three-pointer right there for the Trojans to come right out. Keegan a short shot, and he's going to be on the line. So
he got a foul.
Oh,
Argenbright whistled with his third foul there.
So Casey will pick up a foul, his third personal foul, as you said. Trojans, he will step out, and Tyrell Owens will come in. Ball goes in the hands of Wyatt. Wyatt guarded by Owens. Wyatt on the outside, looks down low, swings on the outside. Gets it down low to a cutting Peterson. Back down, three-point shot, off the mark, rebounded by Lawrence. Lawrence gets it in the hands of Peterson, and Peterson will be fouled. So Minneapolis starting out with two quick fouls, kind of similar to the way they did in the first quarter, with a couple big fouls to start the first quarter.
Tyrell Owens whistled with the reach-in foul.
Ball goes in the outside to Prater. Prater back to Womitchell. Womitchell back to Wyatt. Wyatt looks down low to Lawrence. Shot up in the air, no good. Big rebound, out of bounds. Minneapolis.
Good call.
As Caleb Lawrence, a 6'2" junior, can get some ups. Reminds me, just can get up in the air.
Yes.
So, Keegan McCulloch with the ball. Nice cut down low. Ball will go on the floor and a tie-up. So it'll stay with Minneapolis as the ball goes down the floor. Keegan tried to get it to Logan Weedle cutting. And inbounds, the ball will be Grayson George. Grayson inbounds. Gets it into Keegan McCulloch. Gets his man up in the air. Shot up, no good. Gets the rebound is Grayson George, and he's fouled. Nice job by Grayson as he will go to the line.
Nice position by Grayson on the backside. Had that rebound, and they had him on the arm. He'll shoot two.
Prater with the foul as his first personal foul. At the line will be Grayson George for a two-shot opportunity here. Two fouls. Two free throws. Can't even talk.
I was going to say, I had Prater with three, and that's his third foul.
Grayson gets the first one to drop. And he'll have another one coming. You said that was his third? Prater's third? Okay. Second free throw by Grayson. Shot is up, and it is good.
That's the stroke I remember.
Yeah, I agree.
Now he's hit three in a row, so a little bit more comfortable there at the strike.
Wyatt with the ball. Lawrence, three-point shot off the mark, and gets his own rebound, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds by Dylan Crossan. Either Dylan or Tyrell. I'm not sure who that was on. Dylan. So that will be his first personal foul that I've got in the books.
Jake Eckert in and will come in for Dylan Crossan.
I would say that was ticky-tacky myself.
Peterson inbounds ball. Gets it into Wyatt. Wyatt, top of the key, swings over back to Peterson. NBA three. Air ball, rebounded by Keegan McCulloch. Keegan brings the ball down himself. And he gets it. Oh, my goodness. Oh. Keegan is going to get called with the charge, and I'll tell you guys, I thought he threaded that needle and did a great job. Wow.
McCulloch coast to coast. I thought he got in between the two defenders too, but Coach Shoup was shaking his head yes, so he evidently agreed with that call.
Wow.
That would have put us within 1 point here, so that's a big turnaround.
Third personal foul on Keegan as well, as Wyatt will bring it down the floor, and he puts one up and off the side of the backboard. Gets it back to Minneapolis. Logan Weedle with the ball, guarded by Wyatt. Back in the hands of Tyrell Owens. Owens back to Logan for three. Can't get it to fall, and it's going to be picked up by Lawrence. Back in the hands of Wyatt. Wyatt spins in the lane. It should be a foul?
Good night.
I thought, how many steps do you got to take before you can get the
on a spin move
continuation?
Where you're jumping into
So,
call a foul on Eckert.
Jake Eckert with the foul, his first personal. Ball goes Trojans underneath the bucket. 5th team foul of the quarter. Peterson, the three-pointer, and he drains another one.
Set play is just like most teams set up. Peterson with the try for steal.
Nice pass down low to Tyrell Owens as Tyrell was underneath the bucket all alone. Nice look by Grayson George.
Found the open person because Southeast had a defender in the backcourt.
Peterson back to Wyatt, back to Womitchell. Womitchell shot from the free throw line, drains it. Womitchell, not much of a body-wise, 5'8" junior. 5'6" junior, and not a lot of muscle on that kid, but he got a pretty good shot.
He's maybe 120 pounds.
And that was a foul, but Logan Weedle gets it anyway. Logan did a nice job. He got hammered at the same time, gets it to fall. 41-37, Trojans on top. Womitchell on the outside. Kicks it down low to Lawrence. Lawrence stolen by Grayson George. Grayson will bring it down. Takes a little shot in the lane. Nice job by Grayson George. 2-point ball game, 41-39. Peterson with the ball. As he'll bring it down. Crossover, picks up his dribble, swings it back over to Wyatt for three. Off the mark, rebounded by Grayson George. Grayson with the rebound. Womitchell in his face. Brings it back.
Rebound there by Grayson.
And off the hands of the Trojans, it'll stay with Minneapolis as Logan tried to thread the needle down to Dillon, cutting to the basket and couldn't quite do it. On the floor for the Lions, Jake Eckert. Looks like Yoxel's coming in. We'll see, and so's Keegan. So we'll tell you who's on the floor in just a second as Yoxel and McCulloch check in for Eckert and Crossan. So with that, George, Owens, and Weedle on the floor. Ball goes into Grayson George. Grayson back to Logan. Logan looks down low to Keegan. Goes to Tyrell Owens. Owens back to Grayson, or back to Logan, excuse me. Weedle drives and walks with this.
Yeah,
nice job. Doesn't argue with that one. And had a fast break opportunity, the Trojans did, and they travel with it. It'll stay with the line.
Yeah, right now it's a track meet, and both teams are substituting. It looks like we got some tired bodies out there.
Ball goes into Keegan, back to Grayson. Grayson on the outside. Defense is spread pretty wide for the Trojans. Logan back to Grayson. Grayson a deep three. Nice one. Grayson gets it, and we got a lead. Nice job by Grayson George. Minneapolis has their first lead of the night at 42-41.
Big shot there by Grayson George, and Southeast is calling a timeout as Minneapolis takes the first lead of the night on a long three by Grayson George.
Right in Peterson's face, and did a great job on that. And Coach Vogt takes the timeout to talk about it, so we will take one with them. You're listening to 910canada.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 8.
City Pharmacy has brought you quality professional pharmaceuticals since 1963. Joe and Amber Wool will help you with your medications, durable medical equipment, cosmetics, gifts, and greeting cards. Your hometown pharmacy, City Pharmacy, downtown Minneapolis.
Auto Tech isn't just a repair shop. No, Auto Tech is a professional service center. You'll find the most up-to-date equipment available to get your vehicle up and running. Auto Tech, truly professional, truly the best.
The Hair Stylum, the newest and most modern hair salon in Minneapolis, will style your hair to give you the look that you've always dreamed of. Or you might just want a haircut. The Hair Stylum will do that too. Lynn and Brandon welcome new customers. Call 392-4555.
Welcome back to Southeast Saline High School. The Lions take the first lead of the night, 42-41 here with 3:54 left to go in the third quarter. As Grayson George drains a three to take the lead. Trojans will have the ball. The coach of the Trojans working the official, talking it over with him. And Trojans will have the ball at midcourt. Peterson inbounds the ball, gets it in the hands of Younger Peterson. Younger Peterson works it down, gets it over in the hands of Downey. Downey in the first time, and back to Peterson, drives all the way down, rebound by Grayson George. Nice rebound by Grayson.
George able to control the defensive board down there from Minneapolis.
Logan, a little shot in the corner, off the mark. Yoxel with the rebound. Nice job, Andrew Yoxel. Wow, young man did a great job on that one as he fights hard against a couple players a lot bigger than him.
Williams draped all over his back, but he comes, wrestles it away from him.
And
foul is
fourth
called.
personal foul on Cole Williams, and nice job by Minneapolis. Ball goes into Keegan McCulloch. McCulloch on the outside, picks his dribble, goes back to Logan Weedle. Logan goes to Grayson. Grayson almost walked with it. Picks up his dribble, goes back to Keegan. Nice pass to Tyrell. Tyrell back to Yoxel. Yoxel on the inside, gets his man up in the air. Oh, can't get it to fall. Nice job by Andrew Yoxel. Goes in against Peterson, a 6'2" junior, and Yoxel they've got listed at 5'11", and he did a great job.
You know, Yoxel plays very well with his back to the basket. He had position and went up with it. It is hacked, and he'll get the two-shot foul.
Shot is, in and out. You know, Coach Shoup talked about fundamentally smart player. Just a very smart player, and you can see that on the floor. Second shot coming for the freshman. Shot is up, and it is good.
Good.
Ball goes back to Wyatt, guarded by Owens. Wyatt brings it down. Picks up his dribble, goes inside, kicks it back out to, drives the lane and gets it to fall. Tie ball game at 43 as Wyatt drains one. 2:58 left to go in the third quarter. Had a wide open Tyrell Owens. Three-point shot by Logan Weedle, drains it. Nice job, Logan Weedle. As he hits one from the outside there. And
foul on Tyrell Owens with the push. A little too close. That was a ticky-tack.
Great shot by Logan Weedle. I didn't see the foul.
Logan wide open on the wing, hits the long-range three ball. And Minneapolis with a three-point lead all of a sudden.
Ball goes in the hands of Wyatt, guarded by Owens. Owens with 3 fouls. Owens very aggressive, does a great job on the defensive side.
Extended minutes tonight for Tyrell. We're in foul trouble.
Off the off the hands, excuse me, sorry about that. Off the hands of Lawrence. I thought it went off of Lawrence. They called it off Minneapolis instead. Trojans will have the ball. The younger Peterson, Nathan, inbounds the ball. Ball goes in. Three-point shot by Sager, and he drains it. So Sager hits a three-pointer to tie this at 46. Matching bucket for bucket right now as ball goes back on the outside into Yoxel. Yoxel in the lane, up and good, but it's fouled on the floor, and that will be on Wyatt, I believe. We'll see for sure. Yep, Wyatt called with a foul, and Yoxel, that's on the floor, so it'll stay with Minneapolis, though. Ball goes in to Keegan McCulloch. Keegan gets the man in the air, shot in the lane. Oh, in and out. Rebounded by Grayson George. Grayson takes a shot up and good. Nice job by Grayson. Not sure how he came down with that, but nice job by Grayson George.
Wrestled the ball away from Lawrence, and that's not an easy chore. Lawrence, pretty good sized fella in there.
Wyatt back to Sager. Sager back to Lawrence. Lawrence back to Sager on the outside. Kicks it over to Wyatt. Back, drives, shot up and in and out. And great rebound by Grayson George. He's going to be fouled by Lawrence. Oh my goodness, they call it the other direction. No way. Oh my goodness. Grayson George was hammered over the back, and they call a foul on Grayson. Lawrence was draped so far over his back on that one. I'm not sure how in the world that one got called. And so, and that's a 1-and-1.
They called it on Yoxel.
Called it on Yoxel. So it must have been away from the ball?
Yeah, away from the ball. Andrew Yoxel with the foul, first personal foul. Lawrence with a 1-and-1. First free throw, no good. And Grayson George just cleans the boards in Minneapolis tonight, doing a real good job on that defensive glass.
It's been interesting to see just how many rebounds he's got tonight. And Keegan picks up his dribble, gets it back to Logan. Oh, wow, Logan Logan gets hammered going the lane. And Sager saying, well, I didn't do anything. Didn't see who the foul was on.
Sager says that's a push-off. Well, he just clobbered Logan all over.
Foul's called on Greg Peterson, but Logan will be at the line to shoot 2. First one is up and off the mark. I'll tell you, tough night from the line tonight for the Lions. Second free throw coming by Logan. And it's in and out as well. Neither one, can't drop either one of them. And ball goes in the hands of Peterson. Peterson for the Trojans. Lions up by 2, 48-46. Ball goes back to Sager. Sager picks it up, gets it in the hands of Prater. Prater back to Sager. Sager and another foul on Minneapolis. Not sure who. Yoxel. So Yoxel away from the ball, not against Lawrence. Trying to keep him from cutting in, I guess.
A little bigger body. Lawrence gets the position in there, and Yoxel's having to muscle him around a little bit. And right now,
nice job by Grayson George. Grayson is doing a great job on the boards.
Lawrence has been at the free throw
Logan Weedle
line.
for 3. Can't get it to fall.
Gosh, there's a walk.
Wow. Prater, Peterson brings it down, gets it to Sager for 3. Off the mark, rebound by Logan Weedle. Logan draped over the back by Sager, gets it up in the hands of Grayson George. Grayson has numbers at the free throw line, shot up and good. Nice job by Grayson George as he comes back down and hits it right from the free throw line.
Nice choice by Grayson to pull up and just take that little 8-footer. He's done it twice now. Minneapolis with a 4-point lead, 50-46.
30 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Back on the outside is Lawrence. Lawrence with the ball guarded by Yoxel. Kicks it over to Peterson. NBA 3.
On him.
And rebounded by Yoxel. Good job by Andrew Yoxel. Gets it to Keegan McCulloch. Keegan McCulloch has 13 seconds. Looks at the clock. Brings it down. Gets it over in the hands of Grayson George for 3. Can't get it, but Yoxel gets the thought he had the rebound. On the floor. No call. You gotta be kidding me. There's a foul. And they called on Minneapolis.
Called on us.
You got to be kidding me. Wow. Wow, folks. 7/10 of a second left, and you got to be kidding me.
That referee doesn't like Andrew.
That's 3 fouls in 3 minutes on Andrew Yoxel.
Peterson will be at the line.
I hate to say this, but Andrew must have the red hair that referee lost.
And he gets the first one to fall. My goodness, Peterson missed the first one, but I'll tell you, I don't know how in the world that was a foul.
You definitely don't want to foul him with 0.7 seconds left in the, he missed it.
Rebound by Tyrell Owens. Nice job by Tyrell. So at the end of the third quarter, the Minneapolis Lions have the lead, 50-47. Nice job in the third quarter by the Lions. We'll be back for the fourth quarter. You're listening to 910 KNA.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 8. That's the first time I've done that this year, and I apologize.
Let the dock your pay, I tell you.
If you're searching for the right insurance to fit your needs, look no further. American Family Insurance has been providing security and peace of mind for more than 80 years because they want to protect what matters most. Call Scott Osherman in Minneapolis, your American Family Insurance agent.
Minneapolis is a dynamic and growing community. The Minneapolis Chamber of Commerce support of the Minneapolis High School Lions sports programming is just a small part of what they do. Be a chamber member. Come for a visit and stay for a lifetime.
The Minneapolis Junior Senior High School Lionbackers are proud to continue their long-term support of the broadcast of these Lion games. Join us as we support student activities and the teachers of Minneapolis Junior and Senior High School. Go Lions! We're with you all the way.
Trust is a word.
Welcome back to Southeast Saline High School, and Dale, Mike, what a third quarter by the Lions. Nice job. They outscored the Trojans again in the third quarter and did a great job and have a 3-point lead here. Trojans had the ball to start the fourth quarter, though. And ball's in the hands of Greg Peterson. Peterson guarded by Grayson George. Kicks over to Wyatt. Back over to Prater. Prater gets his man up in the air. Drives the lane. Has nothing. Rebounded by Keegan McCulloch. Keegan will bring it down. Wisely brings it back out. Looks at Grayson George. Pulls it back down. Gets it in the corner to Grayson. Grayson back to Keegan. Back in the hands of Casey Argenbright. Argenbright has set quite a bit of the third quarter.
He set a lot of the third quarter. All but 1 minute of it.
On the floor is Dylan Crossan. And
nice
job.
Rescue by Casey as the ball was tipped out there by Prater.
Casey Argenbright, Keegan McCulloch, Dylan Crossan, Grayson George, as well as Tyrell Owens for the Lions. Keegan McCulloch gets over to Grayson George. Grayson gets it down low to Tyrell. No way. Tyrell gets hammered down low, no call, gives it back in the hands of the Trojans. Peterson brings it back the other way. Peterson back in the hands of Will Mitchell. Will Mitchell on the outside, back to Peterson, deep three. And Will Mitchell gets called with a foul. And that's about time. So
the push off, he didn't agree, and he's a whiner.
Yep. So that's only his second personal foul. Logan Weedle checks back in after getting a little bit of a breather for Tyrell Owens. Casey Argenbright with the ball. Casey with the ball on the outside as he'll bring it down. Picks up his dribble, gets it back to Grayson George. Grayson gets down low to Keegan. Keegan at the free throw line, gets it back to Logan Weedle for three. Drains it. Nice job, Logan Weedle, as he hits a big three on the outside. 6-point ball, 6-point lead for the Lions. Peterson drives down low, kicks him on the outside to Will Mitchell for three. He matches it. Nice shot by Will Mitchell as he gives back the other direction.
I think that's why he's playing. He can flat shoot.
Yeah. Argenbright with the ball as he comes, or he's trying to trap him. He picks up his dribble and he gets it to Keegan McCulloch. Keegan back to Casey Argenbright. Casey over to Grayson George. Grayson picks it up, gets it back to Logan Weedle. Logan is going to be fouled on the floor, and I think tonight Cole Williams, and if so, that's 5. We'll see for sure. Nope, 2-5. So he got lucky there. Prater picks up the foul instead, as that's his fourth personal foul.
Fourth.
So
2 players with 4 fouls.
And that will be the 7th team foul, so Logan Weedle will go to the free throw line.
I don't know how they could call it on 25 because he was out by the free throw line. Raiders wondering how it's going to be
34
made.
saying it was on me.
Oh, I want out of the game. I want out of the game. So big group of kids coming in for the Trojans. Peterson, the younger Peterson, Sager, as well as Lawrence. So at the line will be Logan Weedle for a 1-on-1. Shot is up, and it is off the mark. Logan struggling from the free throw line tonight.
Minneapolis is struggling from the free throw line.
3-point ball game, 53-50. Sager in the corner, back to Williams. Williams back to Peterson. Peterson on the outside, and gets it down low, and he's going to be fouled. And
that's a good foul. Lawrence has not made a free throw yet. Dylan with the reach-in foul.
So Dylan will pick up his second personal foul. And at the line will be Lawrence for a 2-shot foul. First shot is up, and it is good.
Well, I shouldn't have said anything because
he hadn't made any up until that point.
Yes.
So.
And he's a 50% free throw shooter at best. Let's put it that way. Maybe he'll miss this one.
Nope. No. Nice job.
Just shut up, Mike. Shut up.
53-52. 5:28 left to go in the ball game. Lions up by 1. Casey with the ball. Gets it over to Grayson George for 3. Off the mark. And rebounded by Lawrence with a big rebound. Big clear out down low. Ball goes back in the hands of Will Mitchell. Will Mitchell bring it down. Guarded by Casey. Gets it down. Nice front by Dylan Crossan. Gets it back to Casey. Casey brings it down, has some numbers, takes them all the way down, up and good. Nice job, Casey.
Nice job, Casey. Lawrence tried to draw the foul, but Casey was too quick to the rack. Shot is up and in. Big bucket right there.
Ball goes back the other direction. Peterson kicks it over to Womitchell for three. Off the mark, and Peterson gets his own rebound and puts it in. How in the world can you let that happen? 55-54. Of course, it's easier for me to say from up here than it is down there. Ball goes over to Grayson George. Grayson back in the hands of Casey Artenbright. Casey with the ball. 1-point ball game at 4:25 left. Ball goes in the hands of Tyrell Owens. Owens on the outside. Picks up his dribble, gets it to Keegan McCullough. Keegan goes down low to Dillon. Dillon in the lane, off the mark, and picked up by Womitchell. And then stolen, but a foul's called on Keegan McCullough. Keegan did a great job of hustling down after that one, but he's going to pick up number 4. Andrew Yoxel getting ready to come in for the Lions, as well as, looks like Logan Weedle also getting ready to come in. At the line will be Womitchell, 5'6" junior. Shot is up and it is good. Tie ball game at 55 as Tyrell Owens checks in, as well as Andrew Yoxel, as Keegan McCullough, as well as Owens will sit down. 4th personal foul on. They called that on. Did they call it on Dillon?
I don't think they've changed it yet. It had to be Keegan.
That's what I thought too. Second free throw coming by the junior. Shot is up and it is good as well. So the Trojans have taken the lead back at 56-55. Ball goes back to Casey Artenbright. Casey on the top of the key, gets over to Grayson George. Grayson back to almost stolen, Casey Artenbright. Casey swings it over. Oh my goodness, that was a good steal by Williams. And no foul, picked up by Dylan Crossan. Dylan does a great job of coming up with that one. Back to I'll tell you, this is just a flat-out
pretty
physical ball game. Casey Artenbright's going to get called with his 4th, and I'll tell you, the crowd for Southeast Saline's going nuts, but there was a couple fouls down here that could have easily been called as well. So call them both ways, guys, as the at the line will be Greg Peterson, and Peterson's had a pretty good ball game tonight.
Yeah, pretty consistent ball player. Senior leader on the Southeast club. Will shoot 2. Minneapolis over the limit. Double
First
bonus.
Shot, in and out. There we go. Out time here. Keegan McCullough checking in for Dylan Crossan. Also checking in number 21, Nathan Peterson, as he checks in for Womitchell. Second free throw is up and it is good. 57-55, Trojans on top. 3:28 left to go in the ball game. Artenbright with the ball. So he'll bring it down to set the play. And gets it over to Logan Wheel. Backward to Grayson George for 3. Drains it. Nice job, Grayson George, as he hits a big 3 right there.
That's a big shot by the sophomore from the corner.
Timeout called by Southeast Saline, and we will go ahead. It looks like they call a full timeout. We will go ahead and take one with them. 58-57, great job by the Lions, as we've got a close ball game here at Southeast Saline. We'll be back in just a second.
That is very important in this day and age, especially when it comes to insurance. Since 1982, you've trusted the Davidson Agency in Delphos and Minneapolis to give you the best.
My phone is going dead, so I feel it vibrate in my pocket, and I think, is that a phone call or is that a dead?
There's nothing more important than our children.
I can have my wife walk down the block and check on her if you want me to.
So the kids could get together in a
Mine still
clean
got
and
juice
healthy
in it.
environment and have fun. It's a great place to party. The Lions Den, downtown Minneapolis.
Eagle Communications, home of ECTV, high-speed internet, 910 KINA, and 99 KG, a proud sponsor of tonight's hometown coverage.
welcome back to 910canada.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 8. Mike Perry, Dale Leach, myself, Scott Osherman here. 3:05 left to go in the ball game. Lions with a 1-point lead, and the Trojans with the ball. Peterson on the outside, guarded by Grayson George. Peterson kicks it on the outside to Prater. Prater back to Wyatt. Wyatt looks down low, picks up his dribble, gets it back over in the corner to the younger Peterson for three. Off the mark and over the back. And
yes,
it's going to be
on Prater.
Yes. Keegan had position. Keegan had position on that, because if not, he would have been fouled out. So nice job as
Prater's gone.
That's his 5th personal foul.
He can't believe it.
Oh, amazing.
He doesn't foul. McCulloch will be at the free throw line for a 1-and-1. Had good position.
Yeah, and Keegan had good position too. Keegan will have a 1-on-1 here. And Trojans got to get a player in, so.
Lawrence and Walmachill come back in.
So they've got a couple players still with 4 fouls, don't they?
Yes.
So 1 player.
I've got Williams with 4 also.
At the line is Keegan McCulloch for a 1-on-1. Shot is up, and it is good. Nice job,
wow.
Keegan. Great stroke there, buddy.
Good time to hit some free throws here as McCulloch steps to the line and knocks down the front end with a 1-on-1.
Keegan's 2nd free throw coming.
59-57, Minneapolis up by 2, 2:51 left in this contest. He makes them both.
Nice job, Keegan McCulloch, as the Lions increase the lead by 3. 2:48 left to go in the ball game. Ball goes in the hands of Lawrence. Lawrence on the outside. They look at Peterson, has nothing, kicks it back to Peterson. Nice hands by Keegan McCulloch, and he hustles for it, still gets it to, great job, gets it to Grayson George, and Grayson's going to be fouled. Great hustle by Keegan McCulloch and Grayson George, and they did a nice job of going after that one.
You know, sometimes Keegan's energy is detrimental to his play, but right there, you had to have it, and he gave it to us right there.
And Lawrence picks up his 3rd foul. Grayson will have 2 shots. First one is hard.
Boom.
No one has left his hands on that one. Too much adrenaline still going from the drive. He'll settle down and try to make this one. Second one is up, and it is off the front of the rim, but rebounded by Yoxel. Back to Logan Weedle, back to Weedle, back to Casey Argenbright. Casey to set the play at the top of the key. And bring it down, Grayson to Grayson George. Grayson missed both of them, but nice job by Yoxel to fight for that. Gets it back to Casey Argenbright. Timeout called by Minneapolis as they call a 30-second timeout. So we'll go ahead and keep it here. 2:19 left to go here in the ball game as the Lions have a 3-point lead. Free throws have not been good to us tonight as they will try to fight through this here in the next 2 minutes and 18 seconds.
That's the only negative we have going for us. We have a 3-point lead in the ball with 2:19 left, but not shooting free throws well. Southeast coach, I'm sure, knows that, and he won't take too many minutes off the clock before he starts putting us at the line.
Yeah, if we still have the lead, they're going to foul us, and we're going to have to win it from the free throw line.
However, they have 9 fouls now, so it'll be double bonus.
Double bonus, yeah. Good point. Good point, Dale, as their next one will put them in the double bonus. As far as Minneapolis has a couple players with 4 fouls, Casey Argenbright and Keegan McCulloch, both with 4 personal fouls.
I think they'll run some good defense here for a little while before they foul, because there is quite a bit of time left on the clock.
Grayson George inbounds the ball. They get it to, wow, my goodness. Yeah. We've done that a couple times. We did it against Republic County the other night, and you got to have your feet planted on the floor before you can catch that ball, and we didn't have it there. Turnover back to the Trojans as we get a silly mistake right there. Very close, very close.
It was close, but I'm thinking it was a good call.
Will Mitchell on the outside gets it back to Peterson, and he loses it off of his feet, and we get a gift right there with 2:02.
Thank you very much.
And they're going to pick up a full court press, the Trojans are, as the younger Peterson comes in for nobody yet. Did somebody sit down? Yep, somebody did. Lawrence sit down. Thank you, Dale. Argenbright will walk it down here with 1:58 left to go here in the ballgame. Casey back to Keegan. Keegan on the outside. Keegan back in the hands of Casey Argenbright. Argenbright. It's back to Keegan. Keegan on the outside. Back to Casey. Casey with the ball. Minute 35 left to go here in the ball game. Casey gets it back to Keegan McCulloch. Keegan takes a little, thought he was going to take the shot. Back to Logan Weedle as they look to run the offense here.
You know, we spread the floor here at the end to take some time off the clock. Minneapolis, I've seen them do this before, does a really good job taking care of the ball. If we can hit our free throws, we'll win this thing.
That's going to be the big key here. Casey with the ball. Just don't want to turn it over. Back to Keegan. Keegan, a minute 5 left to go here. And there he's fouled. Keegan is fouled, and he will go to the line.
Well, he has been the one bright spot at the free throw line, has hit the free throws so far.
And it will be double bonus, so he will have 2. Wyatt with his 4th personal foul. Keegan at the line. Minute 3 left to go in the ball game. 60-57 Lions on top. First shot coming by McCulloch. Shot is up, and it is no good.
No good.
No good. Got another one coming here.
We could use this one, make
We
it
could.
a two-possession ball game. Yoxel heads to the scorer's desk.
Second shot is up, and it is good.
All right.
Nice job, Keegan McCulloch, as he gets 1 out of the 2, 61-57. As Yoxel comes in the ball game for Crossan. Ball goes in the hands of Wyatt. Minute left to go in the ball game. Got to prevent the three ball here.
Yeah.
Wyatt. Timeout is called by 30-second timeout is called by Coach Vogt. And 54 seconds left, Dale. We're going to send it back. We'll go ahead and hear a word from our sponsors.
The State Bank of Delphos and the Ottawa County Bank in Minneapolis are locally owned community banks which offers traditional accounts such as checking, savings, certificates of deposit, IRAs, loans, and online banking. But most important, they're committed to making your banking experience as easy and as personal as possible. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to Southeast Saline High School. I'll tell you, Mike, exciting ball game here.
Well, you'll have to watch the three-point line here with the older Greg Peterson, but you know the Womachill kid hit a long ball on us there, so you just have to play good, tough man-to-man defense here, and I don't think you want to foul with a 4-point lead and just let that clock run off.
Yeah, Peterson's got 4 three-pointers, and Womachill's got a couple, I think. So Wyatt, they're going to run an offense to see if they can get one to, and that foul, that's going to be,
and that's
Yoxel had position set, but it's going to go against Grayson George. And a nice job by Grayson. Grayson had position. Yoxel had position.
Well, I thought they were put Yoxel in there to draw the foul or to foul Peterson if anyone got in the paint.
Peterson's pretty much perfect from the line.
Oh, thank you.
I wanted to get that in before he shot the ball, you know.
So, he misses the first of 2.
Oh.
Minneapolis over the limit. Both teams in the double bonus.
Got to get a rebound here if he misses. When he misses. And he doesn't. So 3-point ball game here. Ball goes into Grayson George, back to Keegan McCulloch. Keegan is chased down. Back to Grayson George. Grayson back to Casey. Casey's fouled.
Fouled, yeah. Peterson with a quick push. It's a smart move. Down 3. Now if Casey can hit one of these.
So Casey will be at the line to shoot 2. 34 seconds left. 3-point ball game. Casey's first shot is off the back of the rim.
Just a little arch on his shots, and then those will be going in. Just a little flat with his shot. He's got a nice stroke.
Second shot is up and good. Nice job by Casey as he gets 1 of 2. And Tyrell Owens checks in as Tyrell comes in.
Coach Shoup says no fouls. And no threes, no fouls.
4-point ball game here. Wyatt with the ball. Wyatt brings it all the way down. Looks in the corner. Peterson's wide open in the corner. Finally, Wyatt yells at Wyatt for not calling a timeout down there.
Well, when you have your back to the coach, you can't see that. So,
so the Trojans take a full timeout. I didn't either. 62-58. I couldn't tell if he wanted the timeout or if he was yelling at him for not throwing the ball to Peterson. So 29 seconds left. 4-point ball game. Lions had to leave. We're going to send it back. We'll be right back with the finish.
N&M Body Shop can repair any make or model of vehicle and make it look like new. They transform that ugly, messed up vehicle to its like-new condition. You'll be saying, wow, what a job. D&M Body Shop, Minneapolis, the very best.
If you're searching for the right insurance to fit your needs, look no further. American Family Insurance has been providing security and peace of mind for more than 80 years because they want to protect what matters most. Call Scott Osherman in Minneapolis, your American Family Insurance agent.
Welcome back to Southeast Saline High School. 4-point ball game, 29 seconds left, guys.
You know, Dale, anytime you can go on the road like this in the NCAA and steal a victory on the road, it's a big win. Minneapolis has a good chance of getting one right here.
I'm counting on it.
Wyatt with the ball, guarded by Owens. Wyatt takes it all the way to the lane. Nice pressure by Keegan, and Wyatt does get the bucket. Ball goes in, back to Minneapolis, and he's going to be fouled quickly there as Keegan McCulloch will walk back down the other direction with 16 seconds left at the line to shoot 2 more.
Now we're down to 1 possession. It is critical that Keegan hits at least one of these, if not both.
62-60, 16 seconds left. Wyatt had made the layup down low. McCulloch at the line. Shot is up off the back of the rim, folks. This is tough. Second one coming for McCulloch. Shot is up, and it is off the mark. Misses them both.
Out.
And 16 seconds left. Wyatt with the ball. Wyatt takes it. Wanted to take it all the way in, does take it all the way in. Rebounded by Tyrell Owens. Owens is fouled. Nice job by Owens with 3.6 seconds left. Tyrell, good job to go down there and get that rebound, buddy.
Nice defense on Wyatt. The possession before came down and got the layup. This time they doubled down on him, helped defense, and Wyatt could not get a very good shot off. Owens with the rebound, and Minneapolis will close the deal here if we can
get them both.
Get them both. No.
And we can't. We have not been able to hit free throws tonight, guys. Rough fourth quarter here for free throws. Rough ball game. Almost a lane violation there. We'll see. He does make the second one. Nice job by Tyrell. 3-point ball game. 3.6 seconds left. You got to watch Peterson, either one of the Petersons, to throw up a long one. So
yeah.
You don't want to foul him either. You
can't let him roll the ball down the court here.
Long shot is thrown up. Wow. No good. Off the side of the rim. But wow, folks, what a ball game tonight as Minneapolis comes away with a great victory on the road, 63-60 against the Southeast Saline Trojans.
And we break that 5-game losing streak.
Peterson throws up an 8-iron from three-quarter court, and he had the distance. It was just offline just a little bit more to the left, and that thing would have been in.
Yeah. So Minneapolis comes away with a victory tonight, 63-60 over the Southeast Saline Trojans. And, you know, we could not get free throws to fall tonight, but we had just enough to get us the ball game. So
I'll tell you what, if we would have made 60% of our free throws, I would have laid down the mic here and went home, because you wouldn't. This thing would have been over.
Yeah. So 63-60. We're going to take a break and hear a word from our sponsors as we finish up some stats. And then we'll be back with some stats.
And the coaches show, hopefully.
And the coaches show.
Minneapolis is a dynamic and growing community. The Minneapolis Chamber of Commerce support of the Minneapolis High School Lions sports programming is just a small part of what they do. Be a chamber member. Come for a visit and stay for a lifetime.
Since 1887, the Bennington State Bank has been your trusted hometown bank. For over 100 years, they've been interested in helping people achieve their financial goals. Let them help you. The Bennington State Bank. member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
City Pharmacy has brought you quality professional pharmaceuticals since 1963. Joe and Amber Wool will help you with your medications, durable medical equipment, cosmetics, gifts, and greeting cards. Your hometown pharmacy, City Pharmacy, downtown Minneapolis.
Bennett Autoplex supports the Minneapolis Lions. At Bennett Autoplex, you'll find a small-town family atmosphere with great prices on new and used cars. New vehicles including Chevrolet, Pontiacs, GMC, Buicks, and Jeeps. Serving the customers since 1957. Bennett Autoplex, Minneapolis, Saline.
Scott Studio in Minneapolis does all types of signs, from vehicle graphics, banners, racing, full-color decals, retail signs, and much more. If you need a sign, here's your sign. Scott Studio, where quality is promised and the price is always right.
Your Minneapolis hometown hardware is always there when you need an appliance, paint, tools. Well, truthfully, the list just goes on and on and on. So the next time you need something, almost anything, go to Hometown Hardware, Minneapolis. They've probably got it.
At Robertson Monuments, they believe that community is everything. Minneapolis is a great town to live in, and Robertson Monument is happy to be a part of the community. Robertson Monument, a Minneapolis Lions sports booster. Try to make as many games as you can.
Welcome back to Southeast of Saline, and wow, it's nice to go on the road and get a victory tonight, and great to come away, especially at Southeast of Saline.
Yeah, anytime you go on the road in this league, and you're playing the likes of Southeast of Saline, this is not an easy gym to play in. I've seen really good state-ranked teams come in here and get clipped, so it's a tough place to play. Tough up in Beloit, tough in Sacred Heart, tough at Republic County, and it's tough at Ellsworth. So, you know, it's just not easy to go on the road and win, especially in this league. Minneapolis did a good job here tonight. Persevering, not shooting the ball well from the field in the first quarter, came back with a strong second, third quarter, started shooting the ball a little better, but at the free throw line, Minneapolis probably down around the 35-40% mark. Did not do a good job, and down the stretch we had lots of chances at the free throw line to put this game away, and we're not able to.
33% from the free throw line.
Was that good?
It seemed like 35%. And
so yeah, that's the big negative. That's other than the first quarter, that's the negative that comes out of this thing. 33%, 13 of 29 from the free throw line.
Greg Peterson led the Southeast of Saline Trojans in points. The senior leader had 16 points. And he started warming up from beyond the arc there in the second half. It scared us for a little while. Lawrence was the person I thought looked like he could have hurt us a lot more than what he did. Only ended up with 2 points, which was surprising. The younger Peterson ended up with 6. Womachill, little, I say little, he can't be more than 125 pounds, 5'6", ended up with 8 points, but he hit a long 3 ball that helped him get back in this thing. Sager was 7 off the bench, did a good job for the Southeast of Saline Trojans. Wyatt, slashing, penetrating guard, almost carried this club down the stretch with a couple layups, missed one, and we played pretty good defense on him there to close out the game with Tyrell Owens, with a big rebound down at the end of the game to close out the game. Then Williams in foul trouble most of the game, only ended up with 4 points.
Big positive on the night, guys, is after trailing all through the first half and halfway through the third quarter, we finally gained the lead, 42-41, I think.
Yep.
And we relinquished the lead, only one on the road here, only one time.
In the fourth quarter.
And regained it again, and somehow kept our composure, and despite the missed free throws, brought home the victory.
Yeah, Grayson George led the way for the Lions with 23 points. Casey Argenbright and Logan Weedle both had 11. Logan bounced back from a poor night the other night, did a nice job tonight, had a couple of big threes. 7 points by Keegan McCulloch, 5 by Dylan Crossan, 3 by Andrew Yoxel, and 3 by Tyrell Owens. Yoxel's points all coming from the free throw line as the Lions come away with a 63-60 victory. over the Southeast Saline Trojans. Scores by quarters. Southeast Saline was ahead 16-8 at the end of the first quarter. At the end of the half, Southeast Saline Minneapolis had outscored them 23-17, and the Trojans were still up 33-31. But in the third quarter, Minneapolis increases, outscored them by 5, and made the score 50-47. And then in the fourth quarter, holds even on the scoring and finishes the game at 63-60. So nice job by the Minneapolis Lions as they come away with a big victory on the road against a scrappy team in the Trojans. As you know, I really felt that we would win this game.
I did too.
Coming in, but you looking to see how they did. The Trojans did starting out. We were pretty flat starting out.
Yeah,
it was just like the girls' game. It really was. That we were that flat, just like they were on their approach to the game to start out, and it was a mere beginning. Yep. Except we didn't quite go down 8-0 in the boys' game. Start out.
No, not quite, but still had an 8-point deficit at the end of the quarter. So
I thought overall we had a pretty good defensive game. We held the Peterson kid who can light it up. He's a good shooter. To 16 points in the whole game. I thought we did a pretty good job on him. And then, you know, you got to make the rest of the boys on that team score, and it was pretty even. There wasn't anybody that really hurt us too bad.
No, the Peterson kid lit it up for 4 3-pointers, but really then hit some free throws. And
yeah, he'll get his points, and I think he probably averages about 16 points a game anyway. But you know, if he gets 24, 25 points, then your defense is lacking. I thought with Charlie Lynn being out, we were real thin as far as depth off the bench, and Yoxel comes in he had some big rebounds and scored some points for us off the bench. I thought he had a real good game.
I was talking to Jeff Allison before the game, and Jeff had said that Yoxel had only played, I think, 2 quarters in the JV. He played no quarters in the C team, 2 quarters, I think, in the JV game. We get 6 quarters now instead of 5.
Yep.
And so, and I thought he did a great job. So.
Yeah, I saw him play in the JV game. He played real well. And not realizing the status of Charlie Lynn. Then when I saw Charlie Lynn with his boot on, I kind of figured Yoxel's going to have to log some minutes on the varsity. And, you know, this is a tough place to
log some minutes, yeah. It's a tough place to earn your varsity keep is at Southeast Saline.
I thought he did a real good job for Coach Shoup tonight.
While we're waiting on Coach Shoup here, who's being interviewed by the Salina Journal, next Tuesday we go to Ellsworth for another away game, and then Friday we're at Beloit, which was originally supposed to have been a home game, but due to a scheduling conflict due to wrestling regional or sub-state, whatever it is, had to switch the home and home dates. But, so next week we'll be on the road to Ellsworth and Beloit. Sure appreciate you coming out and supporting us. These guys and gals need your support.
Yeah, and they're exciting guys. If you haven't come out to watch it, good crowd tonight. You know, I've been proud of the crowd. They've traveled well so far, and I've been proud of it. We had a great crowd at Minneapolis on Friday or Tuesday night. As Coach Shoup joins us up here, as we'll let him get his headset on before we start talking to him. But Coach, first of all, congratulations on a victory on the road. Yeah. A hard-fought victory. I know there's some negatives, but first of all, I want to comment. A great job by the kids fighting hard down the stretch.
Yeah, you know, we talked about that at halftime. I told the kids, boy, we came out, we allowed Southeast to become a confident team pretty quick. And I think we would play a little more in the first half like we did in the second half. It would have probably been a lot different ball game. But you got to give them credit. And, you know, I told the kids, you're going to have to fight to get this one. Now you're on the road. Now all of a sudden they think they're pretty good. And so now you're going to have to play it. And right now, we're young. I mean, crazy thing is we played a team tonight that's still older than we are. And,
and they're young.
And that's not an excuse. I think what that is we're young and we've got some talented kids, and they want it really bad. And we've talked a lot about this year, letting the game come to you and letting things develop, and I think we get so uptight. I mean, it literally looks like we don't even practice sometimes. And sometimes for a coach, that's a little frustrating because I wonder what's going on. But I think the more of these we can get under our belts, whether we go on the road or we're at home, and it really doesn't matter how they come right now, we'll learn to relax because it's important to these kids. And the more we get, the easier it'll be.
You know, and I think it shows one of the big negatives is free throw.
Yeah.
13 to 29, Coach.
Yeah, I can't believe that, to tell you the honest truth. We're kind of 75% coming in on the year.
Yeah.
And we're an excellent free throw shooting team because I really can't put a bad free throw shooter on the floor. I mean, all the kids, even the kids that didn't get in tonight, are good free throw shooters. So I was stunned. But the positive is we got free throws, and that was one thing after the Belleville game we talked about. If we're going to become a good team, the game is won at the rim and at the line, and tonight we got there on both of those counts, and that was a big thing for us. And, you know, if we can keep on getting to the line 30 times a game, the other things will iron themselves out. Will be pretty tough to beat because I will promise you most nights we're going to hit 20 or more of those. So.
Yeah, I think you're right. You just don't see Logan having a goose egg from the free throw line.
Right.
You know, you don't see Grayson George missing some, and
yeah.
So you're right. And that may come also with the fact of being young, being aggressive, a little nerves on the road in a not a friendly place to play.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, there's a lot of that right now. But, you know, we did have kids step up, some kids more than others, but I thought defensively everybody did a good job. I thought Andrew Yoxel came in and just played fabulous. That's a real bright spot right now. I thought Dylan's getting better as we go along here. And, I think Grayson's on the verge of really becoming a dominant player because tonight I thought he just went and got some things.
He went and got some rebounds.
He just went and got
I
some
told
boards,
Scott, I
got
said,
some points.
George is just kind of taking over on the defensive end down there. It was 4 or 5 possessions in a row. He wanted the rebound. He got the rebound and I thought, a real good job rebounding there. But I really thought Yoxel did a real good job for you. You know, coming in and logging that many minutes, especially in a place like this, I told the guys, you know, in the NCAA, especially we've had some state-ranked teams come in here and get clipped. This is not an easy place to play.
It's not. It's hard. and yeah, I mean, I can remember, you know, back in the day coming in here and we'd be, I think that one year we were ranked first or second in the state.
Second in the state.
And got beat by
2.
Yeah, you know, so, and
We
that
were
was
up-
not,
we
that
were
was
up
not
by-
a good Southeast
We were up by
team
20 in
played
the
that night.
third quarter,
So,
I think.
Yeah, so, you know, it's always tough, and that's what we talked about after the game, you know, because I think our kids still, like I said, they just want it all, and they were a little frustrated about it, and I told them, you got to win on the road, and that's hard to do.
I noticed when we did get the lead, we were up by 1, then we got up by 3, and we had the possession down here, and we had I thought a couple pretty good looks, but it looked like they were a little tight when they put the shot up, and I thought, well, they'll loosen up as time goes along, but they're a little tight on the shot, and then next possession down, they were within 1, and George hit that big 3 ball.
Well, you know, the thing that's different this year is they expect to win games now, and they're going to be in games they can win. Last year, that wasn't the case.
No.
I mean, we were just a bunch of freshmen and sophomores. Nobody expected us to win, and the kids probably really didn't. They knew they were putting in their time and working hard to get ready for the future years. Well, now that's here, and we've got to learn to handle that a little bit.
As we analyzed this, us 3 up here, we all agreed that we really thought going into this game, this was a game that we could win, even though we were on the road. And these kids, I knew, you know, you could tell they wanted it, and the effort was there. You know, Owens had to come in and play a lot of minutes.
Yeah.
And I thought he did a pretty good job for you.
He did.
And
he struggled a little bit.
Your bench, but what's the status of Charlie Land?
Charlie, right now we're looking at 3 weeks in a boot, and then from there, I mean, he could, as soon as he's out of the boot, he could be ready to play, or it could be a little more time. You know, that's just whatever the doctor says.
They didn't have to cut on him.
Didn't have to. Real fortunate, because when he went down, we were all concerned that was an Achilles, and if that's the case, he probably would have been done for his high school career. So it's good news to get that. So. And in the meantime, we're going to develop a little more depth at it.
Yeah, and which is, you hate to say something positive come out of that, but you learn a lot by having Andrew Yoxel come in.
Sure.
And, you know, you had said in the interview on Tuesday night that a fundamentally smart player is Yoxel, and you saw that tonight. He He was. He did some things that was, of course, I felt like down the stretch that they had his number for fouls. I think they just automatically 13, you know. So it was kind of frustrating from that standpoint. But
the number and the red hair probably.
I was pretty impressed. He had to horse down a couple rebounds down here, and those are big boards. And he had Lawrence all over his back twice down here, and a bigger physical guy. And I was really scared of Lawrence the whole game. And I thought he would be more of a player than what he was. And everyone did a good job on him and kind of neutralized him most of the game.
Yeah, we kept him off the boards. And Andrew's, Andrew's a quiet kid, and you never guess it, but he's a tough kid. He really is a tough kid, and he's got a bright future. So. Yeah.
Well, next Tuesday we go to Ellsworth. They're really not upper half of the league.
No,
probably,
they're not.
What do you know about them?
It's a game like this. They'll run a zone the whole time. They are the biggest team in the league. They are
biggest team.
Senior laden, and they are huge. 6'5", 6'5", real long kids. Bring a 6'7" kid off the bench.
Wow.
A lot of size. But again, this was probably, in a way, I'm glad Southeast came out and did this, because that gives us an opportunity to, kind of get back into the flow of running against the zone a little bit, and we'll clean things up, because, zone is something we should handle quite well with the shooters we have on the floor. And I thought that as we settled down, as the game went on, we saw that a little bit. Kids started hitting shots and making the right passes. It just took us a while to get there. So.
Yeah, one more thing, and I know you want to go, but when Keegan sit down for most of the first quarter with foul, had 2 fouls, came in late in the first quarter. And one of the things that, and I've mentioned before, that it's impressed me with Keegan, is Keegan's knowledge of where the players are with his passing. Keegan does a lot of things with the ball and has some great passes, has a feel for where the other players are, and did that coming in right. You saw, you brought him in. First thing he did was he passed one down the baseline. Yeah, I think Grayson George. And Keegan, one of the things that Keegan brings is he's a point guard at a 6'2" body.
He is. So he's got a lot of skill, and if I could have painted the picture of the worst thing that could have happened to us, it would be come out, not hit shots, and get 2 of our main scorers in foul trouble. That's exactly what happened, and I think that kept us from kind of settling down quicker, because it rattled Keegan a little bit, it rattled Grayson a little bit, and when those 2 guys go out, it rattles the rest of our team. And I've always felt like if there's one kid we have to have on the floor, it's probably Keegan. And if there's a second, then it's probably Casey at that point. But, the kids handled it well. I was really proud of those kids that came in, and they struggled in some areas, but they stepped up and did what they needed to do.
Sometimes Keegan's energy is a little bit detrimental to the things that are going on out there. But when he went after that loose ball over there, made the save and made the play. And it took a lot to do that.
Yeah.
And then, I just wanted to comment quickly, because those two guys were in foul trouble. You set for a little while, but they played most of the second quarter in there with 2 personal fouls and didn't pick up the third. And I played under control, and I thought, the team smoothed out, and we started getting some looks, and we started hitting some buckets. And
well, that was big, because I don't know if we can make that little run to make that game a 2-point game at halftime without him. And it's not anything I did. I just said be smart, and to their credit, they were very smart, and
next
they played
thing
intelligent
they were just down 3 at half, and I go, well,
yeah.
I was surprised we were that close.
I was
to
too. It
halftime,
was a gift, that's for sure. It was a gift.
Good game, Coach.
Thank you.
Good win on
That's
the road
a win.
over here.
You betcha. We'll take them.
Congrats.
Coach, thanks for coming up and talking with us, buddy. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
And we will be on the road as we head to Ellsworth on Tuesday night, as Minneapolis Lions will take on the Ellsworth Bearcats at Ellsworth Tuesday night. And we will go back on the air about 10 till 6 for the girls' game. And I'll tell you guys, just a great victory for the boys, a tough loss for the girls, but we saw some fun basketball tonight.
Yeah, I thought we could have easily swept over here if things went our way with the girls with Frost, but you never know how that's going to turn out. She's on the floor, she can dominate a game, and she didn't really